people, how are you all doing? My name is Mark and I love making things sweet and in style. If you're new to my channel, this is where I do anything and everything creative, from sugar flowers, floral arrangement, cakes, and a lot more crafty stuffs. Okay, so I know you're wondering, why do I look like this? It's a bad hair day, and anyways, I'm about to go to bed, so I'm just wearing some sort of stuff on my head. And I just thought of shooting a video and sharing with you a new technique on sugar flowers that you can also apply in cakes and in clay and cold porcelain if you wish. Okay, so these are Lisianthus. In flower shops, they are normally called as paper roses. They have a similar look to roses, only that they have lesser petals, as you see. So this is the bud, which I'll also be sharing in a few minutes from now. I hope you can see the color details. And this is the fully opened blossom. Okay, so it's really nice and it's super easy to make or create. This is actually the basic one, but I'll be uploading a more detailed tutorial of the semi-realistic look after this week. So yep, without further ado, let's dive in and make sugar flowers. Let's go! Okay, so for this video, it's not sponsored, but I'm using Gumpaste by Sugar King, and I just need to massage the paste. I no longer add shortening because it's very manageable. And then I'm just gonna add some cornstarch so that it's not gonna stick on my fingers or hands as I work with it. Okay, so I am going to create at least similar sizes of balls at around 1 or half an inch. Okay, so these are for the petals, because for this one we're not going to use any cutters as well or any veiners. This is all freehand. Okay, so I have already 6 pieces of at least similar sizes but not accurately the same. Okay, just similar. So as you see, it's not super equal. Okay, I'm just rolling it on my palm so that it's gonna be smooth. And then I created another one at least the same size that's gonna be for the center. And then now I'm going to get another portion of the paste that is going to be the bud. Okay, so here I'm just smoothing it out on my palm, pinching one side so that it's pointed. Okay, just like that. Looking pretty. And then for this time, we're not gonna use any wires as well. So we're just using bamboo skewers because it's very economical and safer to insert on cakes. Okay, so I just inserted the paste there, pinch and lock the edges so that it would hold and lock on its own, just like so. Okay, smooth out the under part and the top part. Okay, and now I am just going to pinch the sides. Okay, so this is going to give you an effect of petals later on. So this technique is actually very exciting. You can also use this in smaller buds, but this time around we are making a bigger bud so that you can see more how you can use this technique. Okay, just pinch and then you have like a crisscross like that, and gently twist it going to one direction. And now, as you see, we have a very beautiful layers of petals, giving you a look similar to the real flower. Okay, so now we will be working on with our petals. Okay, so I just smoothen out the paste, add some cornstarch, and gently I flat it with my fingers and expand until I'm very happy with the shape. Okay, just like so, looking so pretty. I love it. Okay, so you have to do the same with all the remaining petals. Anyway, this flower only requires around 6 petals, but you can still go with 9 or more. Okay, and now I am managing the paste to add some colors. I know some of you are using color gels, but this time around we're using the liquid food color by NECO. So have you ever wondered how do you get those pigments? Okay, so I just use a brush. Okay, and then I need to massage the paste until I get this very beautiful yellowish green tone. If you want to make it darker, you can add more green. Okay, so here I am going to get small portions at around 1 or half a centimeter. Okay, and then we just twist and roll it onto our palm. Don't forget to add cornstarch so it not stick just like that. And what happened? Okay, so now I'm getting cornstarch again and Do the same, just roll and twist it onto your palm. Basically, we need to create around 5 pieces of this one. So these are the green leaf-like structures that you see underside the flower. Okay, normally they are called calyx. Okay, so I am just continuing and creating these beautiful calyxes. As you see, the sizes are just similar. Okay. Okay, just like so. And then we get our bud. So for the water, it has a little bit of color green so that I can see where I am putting the water or the glue. Okay, so there, I'm just creating a smooth line. I add the calyx, press it gently. Okay, and then do the same with other parts. As you see, it also adds an effect if you dab the water or the glue with very little food color. Because it actually gives you that gradation from very light white to semi-light green. Okay, see that? It's so nice, right? And then don't forget to press and lock the edges so it will not flip away. Okay, so here I'm just dabbing and adding some more details and a very light color. I hope you can see those pigments. It's super light green. Okay, looking pretty. Okay, and I got a smaller amount of paste, same color. I'm just putting it underneath so that it will be connected. Okay, so this is very important. If you can't do this, you can also create an alternative using a floral tape. Okay, but since this time we are not using any wires, we decided to use the paste itself. And then I'm just pushing the paste going upward so that it will be very cohesive using the end of the bamboo skewer. Okay, look at that. It's so nice and pretty. Okay, so at this time around, at around half an inch size ball, I am just manipulating the shape, making it a little bit pointed. Okay, I inserted it on our bamboo skewer, and don't forget to lock the edges so it will not slide through. It's better to let it dry for about 15 minutes before you work on with it again. But this time around, I'm just going to cut it with scissors. Okay, so that we can copy or somehow illuminate the center of the real flower. Okay, so here on a slanting motion, you cut at least 5 to 6 pieces of those. Those are gonna be the pollens, okay, or the stamens, I mean, which will be adding the pollens later on. Okay, see, that's very nice and pretty. And then I just pinch and flat the edges. Okay, by the way, you can make this darker, okay, if you wish. But for today, I just decided to make it yellowish green, a little bit lighter. But if you look at the real flower, normally this is way darker. The color is closer to moss green or olive green. Okay? So now, here, I'm just adding cornstarch on all the petals, specifically to my fingers. This technique that I'll be sharing with you is making it thinner and adding some ruffles. Okay, so using the bamboo skewers, you just press it onto your fingers and then you move and slide going left and right. Okay, just like so. As you see, we created beautiful ruffles and we even added some veinings because of the bamboo skewers, and the petals are now thinner, which is of a great point if you're making sugar flowers. Okay, don't forget to add cornstarch if you're using this technique, because most of the time it will stick to your fingers. Okay, and then you just do and apply this technique to all the petals until you're done. Okay, we are done with our 6 petals, and as you see, the petals are fairly thin and it has beautiful textures and ruffles. Okay, you can actually go back if you're not yet satisfied with the thinness and the ruffled like edges. You can always go back if you wish to. Okay, and now at this point, we're going to add water on one side of the petal. Normally, I start with just the left side. And since our color or water has color green, it will be easier for us to identify and see where we place the glue or the water, okay? So as you see, I'm just adding very little and I press one side of the petal and then add some water again and then add the petal. Okay, just do the same continuously. Remember to press it just fairly hard enough so that it would stick faster, okay? And now our center, here's one technique that I shared before on my past videos. This is basically just gelatin with yellow petal dust, okay? And you have to shake it so you have those pollen-like structure. Now I'm adding water on the edges of my stigmas, okay? Also the center. Okay, and now I'm going to dip it on my gelatin pollen mix. And you will see the magic in a short while. Okay, tap it over and look at that. It's so pretty, right? So now I'm going to add water on the under part of the petals. Okay, make sure that you add just enough, not too much because it will slide if you add too much glue or water. Okay. Just like so, and then position your center, okay, just like that, and then gently wrap it around and over the center, okay. This flower actually has a lot of different colors. Normally at stores you see them color white, but you can also see them in violet, purples, and some that has mixed color and texture, okay. So press and lock the ends so it will not slide through. And now we are manipulating the shapes of the petal. Gently open it, okay, and you'll see the wonders. It's so nice. Look at that. And pinch some of the sides of the petals and the edges so that you create more character to the petal, which adds volume and more life, okay? Just like so. And you can actually move and create more life with each and every petal. Okay? Look at that. It's so nice. Actually, this is as good as this white variant. But for today, I wanted to create something in the shades of purple or lilac. Okay? So you can pull some petals. And we continue to pinch, and pinch some more. Okay? Just like that. Okay, so now we're going to use this color violet from NECO. So I'm using a straw. I insert it and I press the edge. Okay, it creates like a vacuum suction technique so you can only get the pigments that you like. Okay, so here I'm just using a very small amount because we will be diluting it in water, or you can also use gin or vodka. Okay, so here I'm just using plain water. Okay. And then we're going to add details onto our petals, okay? So as you see, I'm just touching the ends or the edges, and then gently I am pulling off the color going inwards, okay? So that it will give you those effects as if the flower is pulling you from the inside, okay? Just like so. Again, starting from the edge, gently pulling, going to the inner parts of the petal, okay? And then you just continue doing this technique until you're finished with the entire flower, okay? Just like so. Okay, this time around, I'm going to pull some of the colors going inward. So I just added some water. You can also use gin or vodka if you wish. The only difference between water or vodka or gin is that when you use gin or vodka, which is alcohol, it actually dries faster compared to water. Okay, so here I'm just using water and just pulling off the pigments depending on how I wanted the look to be. Okay, and also it creates that gradation. I know it's a little bit shiny, but when this dries up, it's gonna be very matte. Okay, so I'm just pulling off some colors again, going to the center, and as you see, it adds more character to the flower. And you can actually go on with the pure pigments, okay, and just focus on some parts of the edges that will make it darker, just like what I'm doing right now. As you see, very, very nice. And here, of course, we have to add colors to our bud. So I'm just gently adding some lighter shades of purple first at the edges, also underneath, so that it's gonna be cohesive with our flower. Okay, look at that. It's so nice. Okay, there. So here, I just place it on the side so that you can see if you need to add more colors or not onto your bud. And of course, when your brush is clean and a little bit dry, you can actually pull up some pigments if you added way too much. Okay, so here I'm just pulling some more because I realized I added too much dark purple on some of the petals. Okay, look at that. It's so nice and pretty. Very, very nice. Okay, so there you have it, our finished flower and bud. Hope you like it.